Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. You can't tell, but it's an audio-only episode because we currently have our eye masks on because we're exhausted. It is raining nonstop in both of our locations. Also, Demi's newborn baby, Millie, is being... she's causing a scene today. She didn't want to sleep.
Yeah.
So we need to be cozy.
She needs the eye mask.
Exactly. If only it was humane to put like a baby? Padded eye mask on a baby. She'd be passed out in 2 seconds. What are you talking about?
Literally.
So we need all the cozy comfort. I'm in my sweatpants, freshly showered. Feels so good not to have to put on makeup for you guys. But
feels amazing.
Oh god, it's nice. But let's talk about drowsy eye masks. I cannot stop raving about drowsy eye masks. I have been a sleep mask connoisseur for as long as I can remember, and I have never met an eye mask more luxe than drowsy. Drowsy eye masks block 100% of sleep-interrupting light. Slip into the drowsy sleep cocoon and pillow your eyes with the purest padded silk, perfect for protecting your skin and hair. Unlike your average sleep mask, Drowsy's double lining and fluffy cloud padding blocks even the tiniest ray of light. This way, you're ready to wake up feeling refreshed. Get some shut-eye with Drowsy eye masks. Go to us.drowsysleepco.com/firepitchat and use promo code FIREPITCHAT for 10% off your perfect sleep.
Amazing. Okay, we are breaking down episode 10 of Love Island UK. I think it starts off with the nighttime, and I think the first thing I wrote down was Jess and Sean. I kind of ship them, but I don't know what's happening with that. Like, is that for real? Like, is Jess really actually or maybe about to give him a chance, or is she just straight up just like entertaining this?
I think she's entertaining it because I think she feels like I should like this guy who's like saying he's all there for me, and Ronnie literally cannot make a decision. So I think she wants to like Sean. Do I think she actually likes Sean? No. But as a girl, I can see, and I think we've all been there where you give like a guy you're not super interested in a shot, you know? I think that might be where she is. And again, they just don't have those guy bombshells. So I feel like they're just kind of like, okay, if not Ronnie, then I guess Sean, ? It's like basically for Jess, she has Ronnie, Sean, and Munir. And in my opinion, if they haven't like had these conversations or been hanging out, like it's probably not going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. And so, yeah, maybe she is just trying to like entertain the nice guy or want to, or maybe she's doing it out of spite with Ronnie, but it's like, don't lead him on then. It's kind of bothering me where she's basically saying, I will be into you if Ronnie doesn't choose me.
Which is like really horrible, honestly. Like for Sean to be like just picking at scraps at this point, like he needs to get some dignity and just like, I don't know, like just like ride out Friend Island at least. You know what I mean? It would be less embarrassing for Sean. Poor thing.
I know.
Like,
it's only bad because he said the same things to Harriet, to Jess. Like, honestly, verbatim, copy paste.
No, he like, I can't feel too bad for Sean because at the end of the day, he's also just trying to make something happen until a person he's like super interested in and is interested in him comes in. However, I can respect him for trying to play the Love Island game, whereas I feel like Munir is just kind of like here to give the girls advice. Like, he is one of the girls at this point.
What happened to him?
I have no idea. I thought he was going to go home tonight because he's not trying to make something happen.
He did go home.
Oh my God. See, this is why we had to do audio only. Like, we're so exhausted. Like, yeah. He went home. Duh. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Which is so weird, though. He started off so strong with, I don't know if maybe because he's just not giving anything, but he has had zero screen time. Except for the fact when he's just around the girls and he asks one thing, or he's like, oh, Io did kiss her?
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't even know from the guys because he's not even with the guys.
That's what I'm saying. He is one of the girls. Like, he gossips with the girls, and that's all he does. He's just like, girls, behave. Like, he just laughs with the girls.
died.
Like, he's one of the girls, which I love a guy like that. That's so fun. But Love Island's not the place for him. Like, he wasn't trying.
Where's the fizzle out conversation between him and Patsy?
I don't even think they had to have that conversation because I think it was so, like, nothing to begin with. You know what I mean?
Poor Patsy.
Dude, Patsy just couldn't get it together, poor thing. And I feel like she does make good TV. However, you know, she just couldn't make anything work.
Well, it's like, did this flirty, almost like, aggressive behavior was that always there? Or like, did she just ramp it up this last few days of just putting it on thick on Omar? Because I don't remember her being so flirty with Munir.
Yeah, I do think she has that kind of like kind of fiery personality. But I agree with you. I didn't really remember seeing that with Munir, but I do think she was more into Omar than she was Munir.
And Omar, just tell her you're not into her.
Yeah, that was painful to watch. Like, also that's like Jess saying, he was also being like, I'm open to like getting to know you, but like, what does that mean? Like,
it's not. She knew that too. She was like, that's not what I want. It's like, girl, yeah, because he's not that. He doesn't want that.
No, exactly.
So who is Omar into?
Like,
Uma?
if you're not into Uma or Patsy or like trying to steal one of the girls, like he's not trying to pull any of the girls for chats, then are you into anyone?
You know what? Are these girls like too
closed off?
Almost cliquey where they're not, but almost like cliquey and quote unquote loyal where they're not even like trying to go for the other guys that the girls are with?
I think so.
Except for Harriet, and that's why she's so rogue.
Mm-hmm. Harriet's the extreme version of it.
yeah.
But all the other girls should
real,
be
like,
chatting to the other guys. Like, none of them are even, no one's pulling anyone for a chat that's not coupled up.
Why isn't anyone pulling Joey Essex?
That's what I'm saying. Or in the beginning, like, no one even tried. It was kind of like, if you're in your couple, we're not even pulling to talk to someone else who's not in your couple. And then it just, like, stayed on that, except for if you were a guy and you were pulling Harriet, I guess, because all the other girls are just so, quote, loyal, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's an interesting point. I wonder what will happen if a bombshell comes in because these girls are so, like, what seems like closed off. Like, is Jess gonna stay like, loyal to Ronnie if a bombshell comes in?
It's like, I don't think they're closed off for their specific couple. Like, I think they're closed off for each other. Like, they don't want to piss off another girl.
Oh.
Like, that's what I mean is, like, the people not that close are Mimi and Harriet. And they're the only ones who don't really care. Mm-hmm. They're going after what they want. All the other girls are just, it's like a clique. It's Uma, Jess, Nicole, Samantha. Mm-hmm. And none of them are even eyeing each other's man.
Yeah, facts. Like, that is gospel. Like, that is true.
So it's like when a hot ass bombshell comes in, who's claiming him?
Right, because apparently it's first come, first serve. Like, and no one else can go after.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, totally. That's fair.
And like, how gross of Samantha when Io was sitting there with Ronnie and she literally just comes over to like find out if they kissed.
Yeah. I'm just like, I feel Io being like, why do I have to disclose like everything I'm doing? I'm like, I kind of get that. Like, honestly.
Dude, me too. Like, and it was just, girl, have a normal conversation and then like be less obvious of why you just came over.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's
like, she didn't even try to have a convo with them. She's just like, did you kiss up in the terrace? Or, by the way, I had to make out what she said because I could barely understand her.
Thank God for subtitles. I truly, it's like she rolls her R's. She is the hardest to understand.
Yeah, what is that accent?
I think it's like in the country. Like, I think it's like up north or something because it's like, it's giving, it was like sounded like Scottish to me.
I'm right. No, I feel you. I wonder. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna go on a tangent of what we must sound like to them.
I wonder that all the time. I think
because they talk about each other's accents.
Yeah. No, like for sure they all have distinct accents. Like because there's like the posh accent and then there's like the Essex accent and then there's like whatever Samantha has, which is I think it's like northern. And then yeah, so it's interesting. But I do think they probably think we sound like Valley girls. Probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
when I listen back, I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's what we sound like. Yeah, and then so Samantha was asking him if they kiss, and then Io was fumble fucking his words. He was literally he couldn't get out. He was like, oh well, we've been kissing before. And then Harriet also said to the point of Harriet and Io, Harriet's like, it's like no one is in a relationship, but yet we can't kiss or we can't talk. Like, what the fuck is happening to these people? Like, I really need the producers to shake that group of four.
The girls need like to wake up. And the thing, yeah, dude, it's just like, okay, but you can't kiss two people. And then Io had a conversation with Mimi saying that it's not fair to continue to be intimate with Mimi when he's still trying to get to know Uma. So I'm still confused about Io.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Is he playing a game?
I think he loves the look of Uma. I'm telling you. It's physical. And what he has with Mimi is like friendship, companionship, chemistry. But with Uma, I think he's straight up attracted to her. Because even he said that in the bed with all the guys, he was saying,
oh, right. Like she's dangerous, something like along those lines.
It's like, yeah, like a girl who looks like Uma is scary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think he straight up just like believes that she's the prettiest person ever, which she is gorgeous.
Like in the real world, he would probably like bang a lang one night after the club and then just like not talk to her again and then go back to Mimi, you know?
Exactly.
Or they'd be like friends with benefits, situationship. Yeah, I get that. My thing is these guys, Ronnie especially, they're so unserious about being in these love triangles. Like they don't care. They are not scared of losing either girl. Genuinely.
I know.
Which makes me think they don't like either girl, really, because wouldn't you feel like kind of like scared to make the wrong decision and miss out on one girl? They don't care. Like they're fine. Not like they don't care. They will go with whatever works in their favor. And I think they know like they have absolutely no consequences. Like Ronnie was not sweating that deadline at all. And he's like, if I don't want to make it, I don't want to make it.
I know he's like, I got a 7 p.m. deadline. I'm going to ask if I can extend it.
Like he's laughing, joking about it. If I was Ronnie, I would be like literally writing pros and cons lists.
Exactly. But even Jess said it on the daybed. She was saying, if you still don't know, then I just think that you don't like me, or you don't like what you're saying. You don't like each other. And then when Harriet, the thing about Ronnie and Harriet and Jess is Jess, I think, does not like Harriet so much that she is believing Ronnie over Harriet. And it's like when a guy starts saying that the girl is lying, that's when you know he's handing you a bouquet of red flags. It's literally grade A cheating. Hello, why would the girl ever lie?
Exactly. What is the point of Harriet bringing you that information if it's all made up? It's so easy for Ronnie to say I never said that. Like, it's so easy. Like, why would Harriet ever just make up a lie? And she's like, you know what? I thought she was lying. It's like, no, you just don't want to believe it and you don't like Harriet. Exactly. And the thing with Jess is like, okay, he's told you multiple times he doesn't know who it is. And then you are saying, well, I don't think you like me that much. So Jess, that's a fact. Why are we sticking around?
Pack your bags. Leave the situationship. Do yourself a favor. Leave first.
And you got Sean in there. Like, you don't have to actually like Sean. Just pay him a little bit more attention to like distract yourself. I'm fine with that. But like, stop. Like, let Ronnie choose Harriet, because at this point, Like tonight I was going to be upset if Harriet or Uma went home because it was going to be like an easy out for the boys. But at this point, like if a guy was deciding between me and another girl for this long, like eventually I would feel like embarrassed when he did choose me because I'd be like, I don't know.
That's the thing. I think Jess at this point it's ego now. It's pride. She does not want to be, she wants to be chosen over Harriet.
Yeah.
I think at this point. It's not even about Ronnie. Even though she might like Ronnie, I think the allure to Ronnie is the fact that he doesn't give a fuck. So the more a guy doesn't give a fuck, the more you literally want him to. And that's what's happening. He doesn't give a shit about Jess, and she is like salivating at that. Like she wants him to care about her so bad, and it's the chase. That's all this is.
Totally. I also, it's an interesting point. Like I do think it's more like for Harriet and for Jess, it's more of a like they want to win the competition. Like it's competitive.
Exactly.
And then for Mimi and Uma, it's the opposite. It's like they both, I think, actually really like Io.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
I think Harriet likes Ronnie. I think Ronnie likes Harriet. I think he like I don't see him and Jess making out. Do you?
No, like I think he used to like Jess. But I don't think Jess is like quote unquote like fun enough for Ronnie. I think Ronnie likes the party girl, social butterfly, and like I'm not saying Jess isn't social. I'm just saying like I think Harriet's more his style.
Agreed. Completely.
Yeah. Yeah. And
he's just like stuck with Jess.
Yeah, exactly. Like he would look like a bigger dick to dump Jess for Harriet. But if it was like vice versa, like if Jess was the newer addition, I think it'd be easier for him to make a decision.
For sure. It seems like they have more chemistry anyway. Like when I see Harriet and Ronnie, it's definitely more physical chemistry.
Like Harriet's,
Jess and Ronnie have like, I just feel like they're like bros.
Also they're like day ones kind of, so they're like probably just more comfortable with each other. But I don't see I don't see their banter being like flirty.
Agreed. So okay, back to Joey Essex. One, I thought he looked so hot today. I loved his outfit. It was very American, I feel like.
That like white long sleeve shirt.
Yeah. I love what I'm like, so American. You're like, what? The long sleeve shirt?
No, but the white long sleeve shirt was, like, is weirdly style. American. It's like a long sleeve t-shirt. It's just like the most American thing you could wear. Like in the UK they'd wear a sweater. Like in the US they're wearing a long sleeve t-shirt. Like it probably was like a fisherman t-shirt off eBay. They all wear Miami Dolphins swag too, which is so funny. It has to be eBay stuff. Like,
oh, it is for sure. Everything they wear is eBay.
So it's just funny to me. Like they're getting their eBay from the US though, because it's like Miami Dolphin swag. Like they have like a Letterman Miami Dolphins jacket.
I never saw that. Who wore that?
Io. And then the other day, another guy was wearing a Miami Dolphins t-shirt. I'm like, do you know what the Miami Dolphins are? Or you just see Miami?
Shut up. I didn't even catch that.
Oh my God, I swear.
That's hysterical. It's probably because I'm so used to seeing Miami Dolphins, like it didn't really register with
100%.
But in the eBay commercial, one of the guys is wearing a Red Sox bomber. So like I noticed that. Wow, they want to be us so bad. Oh, because they don't have football over there.
No, they have like football.
Oh my God,
like, I guarantee they don't know what the Miami Dolphins are. Because I don't think they, like, watch American football. Like, I don't even know how they would have access to that. Like,
that would be a great question to know.
You know? Like, and do they care?
Like, oh my God, can people, like, write in the comments if you care about American football?
Like, I don't think they do.
We're like pausing, waiting for the response. Okay, but anyway, Joey looked very American. But has he and Samantha ever made out?
Dude.
Besides a challenge?
I don't think so. Like, they're never making out in bed. Like when the lights go off, they never are
No.
making out in bed. Like they're literally going to bed.
I know.
It's so crazy. It's like they're like
That's Joey's not that into her then.
obviously like Nicole and Kieran are like cute PDA, like into each other. And then you have Samantha and Joey over here being like they're acting like they've been married for a decade.
That's the way Samantha wants it.
Totally. Like they're talking about kids. I'm like, oh, Samantha.
But it's like when I'm trying to figure out that conversation because it just seems like he was so. It didn't really matter who he was talking to. It was just things that he was saying.
No, 100%.
It could have been anybody in front of him.
It was an interview.
Right. She will not let him go. She will claw him down until she is nothing, until he's gone. Like she's not leaving that relationship.
Absolutely not. Like she will never move on to another guy. Like for as long as she's on Love Island, Joey is her number one. Like there is, and then spoiler alert, but at the end of the episode, the favorite couple, her getting it first, she looked at him like we are king and queen. I was like, that was the worst thing for Joey Essex.
No.
Because now,
I know, it drove me nuts.
Yeah. And I hope Joey doesn't now think like, oh, the UK likes us together. I don't know if Joey cares about that because I think he knows the UK just likes him. But Samantha's definitely thinking like, wow, king and queen.
100%. I cannot believe they called them first. Like, why would you do that? Why? Producers, why not just let her sweat? Let her be.
Exactly.
The last one saved.
Exactly. Like call her the last. Exactly. Because did they say in no particular order? I didn't even catch that. But like, oh god, it was the last thing we needed.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they went first, so like, come on now. Mm-hmm. But someone on Twitter was like, all the Facebook moms definitely voted for Joey and Samantha.
Totally.
Because everyone's like, who the fuck voted for them?
No, seriously.
So that was annoying. I have it written that when they were getting ready, they shave in the bathtub.
Oh.
Do you do that?
Demi, absolutely not. I'm half Persian. Are you kidding me? I would clog the tub. Are you joking?
But you're just floating around in your leg hairs?
No, it's just no, I have to
like full bath water, not just sitting in the tub. Like Samantha was in the bath shaving her legs.
This is someone who's probably had laser hair removal and it actually worked for her, and she's just like has like maybe 5 hairs on her legs. Because for me, just like if I were to shave in the bathtub, it would just be like it would be like chia seed pudding. Like it would be all over the top. Like there is no shaving in the bathtub. Like the amount of times I have to like unclog my razor, like, and I've done laser hair removal, so I can't relate to bathtub shaving. I'm just saying. And that's a communal.
It's foul.
It's also a communal bath.
It's like honestly making me like have the heebie-jeebies of thinking about my leg hairs floating around in a pool of water that I'm sitting in. Even if they're 5 hairs, I don't care. It's disgusting.
Wait, Demi, even worse is when you drain the tub and then there's just like a ring of leg hair on the tub.
No, when you drain the tub and you get up, they're all over your body. They're stuck to your body.
No, it is foul. That honestly is foul.
It's so gross. And then Harriet, they're all by the fire pit talking, and then Harriet's like, I feel like it's the same boy in different fonts.
Hilarious.
Which I thought that was really funny. Yeah, it's so true. And then it was Samantha and Joey first, and then next it was Jess and Ronnie. And did you see the way Jess looked at Ronnie?
Mm-hmm. She's like, see, we should be together. And then she like put her head on his shoulder. I'm like, Jess, no, get out. He's not saying that. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, I don't like when they get saved and then they think like, no, we have to stay in this couple because something's working. It's like they could just like one of you individually.
They don't think like that for sure.
Yeah, no, they don't.
And then we send Patsy and Munir home.
I think
we better get which is actually pretty fast that we got the vote tonight. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they do some work tallying up those votes, or the votes mean nothing and they're just like rigging it.
Shut up. or there was like zero content.
But what intern is staying up all night to watch because it's like from 9 p.m. last night to 9 p.m. tonight. So what intern was like looking at all the votes last night and then like, and at what time do the polls close?
I think it was our night is their day.
Yes.
And then they like by the nighttime they got the results in, and there's definitely interns. I would love to see the making, like the operations behind the editing crew and producers of Love Island.
Imagine having to watch like raw, unfiltered 12 hours of these islanders having a conversation and like trying to pick out the most entertaining ones. Like that is a hard job. And with such a quick turnaround, like they have to have minions working, like a lot of interns.
It's like I wonder if there's like keywords that they type in.
Oh yeah.
And it gets them to like the time frame, because how I edit a video trying to figure out funny parts in our reels and it takes me ages. I couldn't imagine that. I had a thought though. Besides Munir and Patsy leaving. Oh, again, just what's with the abrupt ending? No, it's really rattling me. Why aren't they giving us previews?
Maybe they had staff cuts and the interns that do the next on like are not working for them. Yeah, like it has to be something like that. Like to not have
10 episodes, we've had one.
It's insane. And like there's got to be aftermath of that fire pit of the fire pit dumping
a bombshell. Just give us a preview of a bombshell coming in.
The Islanders don't have to know, we can know. Like they did used to do that, like tomorrow night,
yes,
a hot new bombshell enters the villa. That's literally what the foundation of this show was built on.
I know. And I need like a blonde in like a little dress to walk in, and I need her to be arm in arm with a very tall tatted man.
Yes, 100%.
It better come. It has to come. This is boring.
Where is our really tall tatted man? Like we don't have one. Joey doesn't seem tall.
His name is Adam Collar.
Yeah. Adam, are you seeing anyone? Can you get on this season?
Of course he's not. No, Joey looks short. He's a short king.
He's giving 5'10".
For sure. He's the type though that puts his hinge to 6 foot though.
Oh, 1,000%.
Mike did that. I'm like, how tall are you? I'm like, do you know if we met online? Like, you would never have been on my profile. Like, I would never have seen you.
He's like out of your filter.
He's like, how? Exactly. I'm like, so how tall are you? He's like 5'11". I'm like, for real though. It's just us here. He's like, all right, 5'9". I'm like, right. Okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
right?
I'm starving.
You haven't eaten?
No, we're gonna go get Chick-fil-A.
You're gonna leave?
Oh yeah.
Damn, I almost got Chick-fil-A for brekkie.
Delish.
It took everything in me to not go.
That breakfast burrito is fire.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.